Hey there, meatheads. It's Christian with a quick message about Instacart. Hey, just checking before we go any further. Are you running low on snacks? Are you running low on any kind of beverages? I know I am, and I really don't want to go out there. So why don't we let the good folks at Instacart help us out? They can get your order delivered to your door in as little as 30 minutes. 30 minutes. That's pretty damn quick if you ask me. Not only that, they're offering our meatheads, our beloved meatheads, a special offer. You can get free priority delivering with an order of $10 or more just by clicking a link that is going to be in our episode description and our show notes. Again, you can look in our episode description, our show notes, and anywhere else we're going to be posting this link because we're going to try and get you to post it. This is a great way to support the podcast and help us keep doing what we love doing, and not just being ridiculous. So thank you again, and click that link. Get yourself some snacks. You deserve it. You really do. You had a hard week, man.
And welcome to the National Me Treasure Podcast with your host, Sasha, aka Bobcat Goldwaith, because I'm sick today and I sound like a crazy person. But I'm going to force it. I'm going to give you guys the good content with this good throat. Pause.
Like I've told you before, you are the original throat goat. And because you know how to orate so well. So thank you. I am Count Blah. If you don't know who Count Blah is, it is a very deep cut from one of Seth Green's very early works, and I'll leave you with this. You get Blah.
What the fuck?
Is Joey frozen, or is he just really good at the joke right now? Wow, that's a good punchline.
I can't really tell. He sounds frozen.
I think he's frozen. He does. He looks frozen in time. I like this. This is good. This makes me feel like the joke really didn't land. So this makes it better for me. That's Joey from the National Meat Treasure, and he chunked out. He's gone. It's just us. It's us.
Your audio is really crazy sounding too.
Is it? Uh-oh. Do we need to restart?
It's not anything on your behalf. It's something like it's not feeding through fast enough or something.
That could happen. Oh shoot! Look, Thrillah went offline.
It's fine now that Thrillah's gone, so I don't know.
That's weird. Maybe it was just you were starting to hear me warble because he was getting kicked off or whatever happened. But
let's keep it going.
No, let's keep it going. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. You sound a little hoarse.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think how I would have gotten sick. Sometimes when the weather changes, I get a little stuffy, a little runny for a day. But I never get a sore throat or anything. My throat was sore yesterday. And then I was just like, all right, whatever, it'll go away in the day. And then today it's not particularly sore. It's just not moving great. But I have been abusing the audio message feature on Instagram. So I wasn't giving myself a rest at all.
You know what? I like it. It makes you sound adorable, and let's keep it going. Let's get more sick, Justin. I'm gonna send my children to your house in about 30 minutes, and they're just gonna cough all over your premises and bring toddler germs. So you'll be sick forever.
Could you imagine sending your children on a blind
as a biological weapons? Yeah, I can imagine that. I would love doing that. And you just reminded me of something. Traveling alone as a kid, pretty terrifying. Why did my parents let me do that? I went to Florida a few times on a plane. And they do a lot of things for you if you're a little kid on a plane by yourself. They stick you up front. They talk to you the entire time. But I did that multiple times. It wasn't that it was kind of scary. Not gonna lie. Have you ever done this?
How old were you?
Maybe 6.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I was little.
I thought you were gonna say at least double digits.
Oh no, I was not double digits. I was under. I was doing that until I got to double digits.
So walk me through this. Are they, because when you fly, you gotta wait at the terminal, and then are they waiting with you at the terminal at least?
So they No, they like I guess the way they set it up for kids in some way. I can't remember exactly how that happened, but if I would remember just being like nervous, then all of a sudden at the airport, and then I'm in the seat hanging out with the flight attendant, and then they send me to the cockpit and give me little wings. Shout out Kiwi Airlines. You're no longer alive or around, but you took me to Florida at least 4 times, so I like it.
Kiwi Airlines. So your parents, or whom we may concern, sent you on an airline
parents.
as a 6-year-old that does not
Yeah.
exist anymore. So it wasn't a good airline. It was not Delta.
It's not a Delta. I'm sure they didn't have a lot of safety practices in place. I'm sure it was the Wild Wild West of airlines, but it might have been like the Spirit Airlines of the time. But I thought it was definitely scary. I remember doing it a few times because like I would go back and forth between like Orlando into New York because my grandma lived in Orlando. But it was always weird. I don't know, man. Like when you arrive somewhere by yourself, also at that age, and you're just like really confused, and now you got to look for your grandma who you don't exactly always remember her face. Is that like at that age, like you don't go like, oh, that's grandma. Like if she lived in my house, or maybe she, I spent every weekend, but at that point it was like maybe every year I would see her, like for a few months. And so, a lot of trust, a lot of faith. I wouldn't even trust today's Christian to be able to do that. So I don't know how they trusted 6-year-old Christian to do that.
Yeah, my one friend was like, "Oh, is your daughter gonna come visit you in Detroit?" I was like, "Why would I put my kid on a plane by herself? Are you fucking stupid?" And like my daughter is 11, or she turns 11 next month. So yeah, no. We got FaceTime for that if I want to.
Pre-birthday. Listen, man, that's nice. That's the beauty of this age. But definitely it is I don't know, traveling. I've done if any listeners are on here and they've ever done some traveling alone as a child, let me know, because now this makes me think I could have definitely survived in the Pokemon world. Can we be real?
I'm gonna go ahead and say no, because
bro,
in the Pokemon world, the Pokemon attack often. That's the thing we don't talk about in the Pokemon world. Like everyone wants a Pokemon, but like in the Pokemon world, Pokemon attack all the time. They don't do that in real life as much. Any like animal, most animal the human death is because the animal was scared, or like it was the mating season. But like Pokemon just are like, fuck you.
But
like,
Pokemon
first
won't
episode,
kill.
Bro,
Pokemon won't kill.
Why were the Spearow just killing Ash for no fucking reason, just because he was there?
No, it wasn't because he was there. Don't you remember what he did? This is why, and they're very territorial animals, and there's lots of them, like a cassowary bird. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a giant bird that has like a crest. Yes, thank goodness Joey's back. We're already in the swing of stuff. We're talking about silly things, and it's wonderful. What was I saying?
Like I just came from the shadow realm.
You did. Like, you were banished. You were banished, and you came back. You got your life points back. What was I just saying?
Talking about a cassowary bird. Cassowary bird.
Oh, you were talking about Spearow and what made them attack. Okay. So Ash ran out of Pokeballs. He thought he was throwing a rock at a Pidgey, which is pretty mild in temperament. Instead, he hit a baby Spearow in front of much older Spearows that protect their own. And that's what made them want to kill him. And bro, that exists in real life, because I hissed at a goose and that motherfucking goose tried to kill me and my family. Bro, they try to take me out. Goose community don't play no games. They're harder than any gang I know, because there's no reason why a fucking maybe 65-pound bird has the confidence to run at me and 4 other people in a SUV. So Pokemon World, I just proved to you. Right.
I'll say this about geese. Geese are actually super territorial. So you can get for whatever reason, geese will find like a miscellaneous puddle and decide like, yo, we live here now. So
Yeah.
if you're like within 20 feet of that thing, they're gonna attack you. But the thing about the Spearow was that okay, like they had a reason to attack Ash, but Ash ran. He was on bike, bro. He was far as fuck. They had no reason to continue chasing him except for blood. And there was many instances in the Pokemon world where animals attack Ash simply for the sake of attacking him. That does not
They
happen in real
don't.
life
That
as
is,
often.
they
People
stopped
die
doing
in the
that.
Pokemon world.
Listen,
Even like not
I
even
would
attack.
not
Like
die.
imagine a
How could
Butterfree
you?
just like
How could you have so
flying over
little
you and making you sleep.
confidence, bro? How could you have so little confidence? You know damn well I would be taking over the Pokemon world. I would be a Giovanni in a matter of weeks. Weeks, I tell you. I would be head of a criminal syndicate and taking care and exploiting Pokemon. I'd be Mewtwo's master. How dare you? I'm flabbergasted. Absolutely flabbergasted. You have so little confidence. Maybe I'm
can't
saying
even kill a deer and you're gonna
I was
run
sick.
a criminal organization.
So what? I will choke a deer with my bare hands if I want to. I literally will do it. I don't care to kill them. That's the difference. I don't think it's necessary. But if I'm motivated, hell yeah, I'm going to murder that deer. I'm going to choke it to death. I will see life escape from its eyes and absorb the essence and think it for its fucking death. That's how deep I'm getting. Wow, this weed is really good. Like, it's really good.
You're gonna get killed by a Metapod in the Pokemon world. I don't even know how that would happen.
I don't. I would do horrible things to a Metapod. I would literally bring a jackhammer.
What?
Yes. If it threatened me, it's dead. I don't care. I am catching Pokemon.
Can't even move on their own.
Yo, they're ass. Complete ass.
If I die from a Metapod, like if a Metapod kills me, like don't tell anybody.
Don't tell nobody.
Take my ashes and throw them in the nearest fucking garbage.
You're more likely to be killed by a Weedle than you are a Metapod. And
a Weedle will fucking kill you.
Yeah. A Weedle can put a hole in your chest if it wants to. But poisoned? Wow. Metapod ain't doing that. Harden? Sorry, pass. Like
Metapod is fucking bitches. He can get hard on
man. God. That is hard at will.
Wasn't there that one episode of Pokemon where like it was like there was a Metapod and like someone
two
was
Metapods
like, really deep eye contact with it, and it was like breaking them down or something. Like Ash like couldn't like withhold his emotions because of that Metapod eye contact. That would be you. You would just like make eye contact with a Metapod and
cry.
Crumble.
Okay, so like I remember the episode, and it's when Metapod had just fought another Metapod, and they literally spent like an entire day using Harden, and I guess because of that training, that allowed him to become Butterfree, and it's that moment right before he becomes Butterfree that Ash is moved to pieces, and I'm just saying.
Gotta handle something real quick.
Ooh, well, you can handle.
Be right back.
Oh, handle me. Hey.
I'll handle you. All right.
Yo, a motherfucking yo. Wow, I like this tea. It's just
I did not know there was a pause feature on our.
Oh yeah, you can turn off the video. You can turn off the video whenever you want.
Behind there, I'm feeling it's sex because why would you?
Wow, you think he's stroking? You think he's stroking? He didn't turn off the mic. That I'll say. So he's a. What? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I think Joey might have broken out the butt plug.
Speaking of, I wanted to get Joey's input on our earlier topic we were talking about in the chat. Is throat fucking overrated? Ladies, let me know, how do you feel about throat fucking?
It is not
particularly a fan, but Cardona is. Why don't you tell the people your thoughts on throat fucking?
I am adamant about this, okay? First off, it is a wonderful art. Okay, because when two people are in sync, to be able to do that, you're both getting off at the extreme level. Okay, I think it's fantastic. It's an activity. You're both getting some really good fun out of it, and no one's getting pregnant. I'm just saying. Let's be real right there. If you want to finish there and that's it, you're good. I'm just telling you. Some people are satisfied with that. And I think that's underrated. A lot of ladies, I've been a part of the world lucky enough to know women that enjoy oral sex because it gets them off to get men off. And that is fucking awesome. You know, that always makes me think of
No, here's my
another
thing. I gotta
Pokemon
stop you
tie-in.
there.
Damn,
I gotta
I
stop
had a
you there
Pokemon tie-in.
because oral sex and face fucking are two different beasts, my friend. All right.
Okay,
Now my
but I'm
stance
talking
on it,
about like
for those
good
who
oral sex.
haven't sucked my dick. For those who haven't sucked my dick and listen to this pod, I like to lie back. I like to put my hands. I don't even like to hold a woman's hair. Like I want to put my hands up behind my head and just enjoy a nice, slow, sensual suck. You know, rub my thighs while you do
Sensual?
it.
A sensual one?
Sensual.
Oh, who are you
Bro,
to
can I
say
tell you?
that throat
I
fucking
remember
isn't
one time.
sensual? Hold on, you toxic ass motherfucker. You toxic piece of shit. Who are you misogynist, to say that throat fucking isn't sensual? For some people, that is absolute fucking romance. Okay? We have an entire
We
novel.
got here. Okay,
We got
okay.
novels
Joey,
dedicated
what
to
is
this
your
shit.
what is your thoughts
We
on
got
throat fucking? You
novels
didn't get
dedicated to this shit.
I've never fucked a throat.
Really?
Bro,
You married and
Yo,
you come on, bro. At least
before,
one time.
when you were like, you ever been to a girl's house? And I was like, no. She's like, you ever been to a girl's house and her house is nah. I've never throat fucked anyone, but I do understand that could be very sensual. That could be very sensual.
Super sensual.
You know
Let's
what
be
it is
real.
about a throat fuck?
That's so
I'm the kind of
hot.
person where I could say in my head
High five,
I
Joey.
don't care
Right
for
there.
a particular
Right there,
activity.
baby.
But if
Right.
I don't care for the activity and the girl loves it, then I love
You'll
it.
love
But
it.
like I will never
Right,
ask a
right.
girl, let me fuck your throat. But if a girl
No,
goes
no,
like,
no,
Oh,
no.
"Daddy, you fuck
no,
my throat,"
okay.
I'm like, yes.
Okay.
My
Yes.
whole thing when it comes to women, all I want is to do whatever they want, and hopefully whatever they want isn't some shit that I.
It's in line with what you want.
You feel me?
Yeah,
I just
feel
want
you.
to. I just want to do the good job. You know?
So
That's my
okay,
life. I just
let's be real here. Okay, I didn't subscribe to the idea that I just voluntarily tell women that throat fucking is what I want to do right now, and you're gonna do it.
right.
Never done that. Okay, but have I been in the realm where we start getting into the mood and everyone, like, this is an organic thing that happens, and that's what I mean. It's sensual because it's never just something I'm not gonna explain it. We're gonna get into it, and you're gonna be loving it because you're just like, listen. Everyone likes a good throat pie, is all I'm saying.
Listen, you know what I love?
Throat baby.
You know what I love?
Throat baby.
I love a slow gag. Like the girl sucking your shit, it's slow, it's sensual. Then she just like slowly puts your whole shit down her throat, keeps it there.
Yeah.
And then my favorite line is when they come back up, don't swallow that spit, don't swallow, and they just spit it all out. Oh,
Okay. We have gotten way too horny. We have gotten way too horny. It is
Way too horny.
way too horny. It's 9 p.m.
I'm mad.
The boys
I'm
are
mad
getting
warm right
blushed. The boys are
sick. I can't
blushed.
I'm sick. I have no hose, and my hair smells really good because I did a co-wash. So.
Ooh, you the co-wash. Okay.
Tell us,
co-wash.
tell us, uneducated folk, with outlocks, what co-wash is.
Co-wash is when you wash your hair with conditioner. You just condition your hair as opposed to just washing it.
Because
when you wash it, it gets too dry. But it's like I needed to pick me up, but it was dirty. But I get my hair
nice
tomorrow for the first time in 3 months, 2 months.
That's
2.5.
crazy. Yo, your shit gonna be hella long.
I finally have some length. Boys. Now, who wants to let me fuck their throats?
Yeah, National Meat Treasure.
You know what move I do
in your
love
throat.
though? You know what move I do love though? I do love when a girl's sucking me off and she grabs me by the ass cheeks and just tries to get more dick. I'm like, I don't have it anymore, but I love this effort. I love this effort you're putting in.
Are you ready for the Pokemon tie-in?
Yes.
Y'all ever? You guys remember? And this is clippable for sure at this point. You remember the Pokemon 2000 movie with Lugia in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
You know how there's a part where Lugia is down and out, and all the Pokemon start to sing, and then in subtitles it says this song has restored restored me. I love the meme when I believe it's when your jaw starts to hurt, but he moans. This song has restored me.
Oh yes.
Yes. Love you.
I love a girl who loves to suck dick. Like that is a to eat pussy for real. Like
queens. That's what they are. They are utter joy.
But you know what? Let's get into this because I there's a little move I do. It's not really a move, but like I'm very how do I put it? I'm very conscious of what my hands are doing when I have sex. And I'm always like, like let's say you're giving some back shots, right? And most guys go to is what? They grab the hips. I'm like, you know what? Why am I grabbing the hips? Why don't I give her a little back rub while I'm in here? Why don't I rub her hands a little bit? Girls go nutty for that because a girl did it to me. Like she was sucking me off and she's like rubbing my thighs and like,
no, you gotta get in there, bro.
So I was like, you know what? You gotta pay more people. When you're fucking. Pay attention to what your hands are doing. Hold somebody's hand, rub their hands. I remember one time I had this girl. All right. This is a really hard position to explain, but we were both sideways, like laying down, and I got like one of her legs under me, and the other leg kind of on me, and I got like my right hand rubbing her.
Your Honor, this man is way too horny.
And I was just doing this, rubbing both her feet. It's like, I like feet, but I was like, you know what, like, because what can my hand? How can I elevate her experience with my hands right now? So I just started rubbing her feet, and she was like, "What the fuck are you doing to me?" And I was like, "I'm doing whatever needs to be done."
I'm doing what needs to be done.
Listen, it is nice. I want to touch everything. It's a whole body experience. Listen. Whether it's lovemaking or just really good fucking, you gotta get in. You gotta grip. You gotta like touch. You gotta like. You can't just be a piece of shit and go in and out and do your thing. Like fuck you. That sucks. Like even if it's just a fucking night, bro, give it your all. Give it 70%. Like you be good,
bro.
Don't be a piece of shit.
A lot of tension. People carry a lot of tension in their ankles and in their fucking hands.
Oh yeah,
rub a bitch's ankles when you got her flipped over. They're going nutty. They're forgetting about their job.
My wife,
they don't even know how to fucking contact HR anymore. They're losing it, baby. That's where all the stress is. You're on your ankles all day.
My beautiful wife has high arches, and she stands on her feet. You start doing a good foot rub while you like. This woman is loving you. It's you. She understands now that you just worship everything about her, and that's what I mean by good lovemaking. Even if it's really good, rough fucking sex, and I love it.
But
that's what's good about it.
I gotta come back to Joey real quick. Because you've never said you've been to a girl's house. Back. Where have you had sex? Where's the sex you're having taking place?
I mean, I have had girlfriends. Oh, my fault. Let me turn my.
And were they homeless or were?
Obviously, I've been to homes of girls. I have definitely been to homes of girls. I have, but like, not like a lot. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like, Justin, how many times have you been to a recording studio?
Once, maybe twice.
All right, so
are we comparing women's houses to recording?
Yes. So as opposed to me, like I've been to the studio mad times, so I can talk about experiences and remembering this, and then this time being different. Like for me, it's more like it's been a couple houses I was at, and I don't know too much about what it's like.
Yeah, you know what? You got married when you were 20. You started seeing your girl when you were 23.
No, bro. I got married when I was 27.
But you started seeing her when?
Let me see. We met in 2014, I was 24.
Oh yeah, so you would never.
So it was 2016.
Bitches did not have nice apartments. That if 24-year-old apartments are not fly.
Oh, they are not. They're everything besides that.
Oh yeah, nah.
I went to one girl's apartment. Well, it wasn't one girl. It was like 5 girls that lived there, but they were all the same girl. Like it was like very prissy white girls. One of them was like famous, I think.
It's terrifying.
They were like very Kardashian-esque white girls. So the house was beautiful.
Five women lived in one house together,
and it was actually clean.
It was 4 or 5, and they were all super pretty white girls with like big lips.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think I
One
might
of
be a
them.
victim of the same thing, Joey. I hear all the women I
I
fucked
mean,
around with had shitty places.
well, this girl's place was beautiful, and actually, I can show you one of them because we're still friends. Let me see if I can find her Instagram. I'm not gonna say it on the air, but how do I spell her fucking name?
I don't know.
Comes
Don't spell it.
comes up on Google. I think she might be famous.
I can't let my wife hold my hand during sex. That's gonna end it. Don't touch my hand.
Your wife can't touch her hand.
Wow,
during sex.
she can't touch your hand. Can she
No,
not kiss you? Are you a John?
No. I'm saying like if like holding hands will make me come.
Aw.
Doing the do. You know, I love shit like that.
Aw.
So come,
everything-
dude. That's round 2 right there.
Everything
Yo, for real.
round. Like I'm going to sleep.
Okay, Joey. We need to work on this.
about to say,
We need
no,
to we need to get you something, bro. Like
Yeah.
we got to train your
Yeah.
penis.
I mean, you know, I'll
Oh, you know
yeah,
who? I'm not gonna say it on air, but I think you might have known. You guys might have known one of the girls who was in the house. I'll say it later.
Wait, you said we oh,
You
shit.
Wait.
don't
Turns into off
don't
pod talk?
know the person who used to live in this house, but you know the person who used to date this person. But I don't know. Like I don't. It's nothing crazy. I just don't want to put nobody's
Oh, okay.
business out there. But
Right.
yeah,
okay,
it was like 5 pretty ass white girls, and their apartment was beautiful because they were like pretty prissy white girls that love pillows. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So it was a very.
I've
lit
always
apartment.
seen it the
Sounds like a good
opposite,
time.
and that might be because like it was mostly dorms, but like young teenage women and like close to each other are pretty disgusting. That's been always my experience every time. Like literally, like the bathroom's just filled with like fucking old tampons and shit, just piled high, spilling over. Places like fucking just dirty as hell. Like and it's just a bunch of fucking girls either drinking
I
or
don't think I've
fucking
been to.
smoking.
I don't think I've been to a lot of communal spaces that was all girls that had the same personality. But
Okay.
I feel like even like there was one girl I was I was kind of older. Like there was one girl I was dating when I was like 27, 28. And she had one roommate or maybe two. And their apartment was pretty nice. That girl wanted me in her house all the time. It was weird.
Oh, that's nice.
She did not want to let me go.
Aw.
But that was actually another Philly. Maybe just Philly people have clean apartments. I don't know. I've really seen a lot of shitty Philly apartments.
I'm gonna say there has to be, because literally Philly exists and it's pretty shitty, but it's like a
Philly's
pretty
not that
dirty
bad
city.
compared to New York.
Philly,
Compared to New
well,
York?
no, wait, Philly's way dirtier than New York. Don't like
No, it's not.
literally.
Not,
Yes,
literally, factually, New York is the dirtiest place, the dirtiest major city in the
90s?
world.
No, wait. Look
Besides,
at Philly.
like somewhere
Literally,
in Thailand.
it's like 99% smells like urine, and like the city's just as big. You get at least 80% urine, so it is definitely a dirty place. I don't know. Last time I was there 2 years ago, like that's how I
2 years
remember
ago.
it.
Nah, it's and you probably if you went there 2 years ago, it was probably like what during the pandemic, so it was like shut down and niggas wasn't even working.
It's still
Or was this
terrible.
pre-pandemic.
It might be pre-pandemic, so like I guess that's where I'm.
Nah, Philly's.
Yeah,
Philly's
Jackson was
relatively
born.
nice.
Yeah, whatever.
Philly, I think like West. Was it West Philly? I think it's West Philly. That's shit, and the rest is pretty nice and gentrified, which is annoying. But that's the only reason I didn't move there. Like Philly's mad white and gentrified.
It is
Like,
definitely that.
This is just gonna be more of the same. I'm over this personality archetype of Pennsylvania, so I'm out here in fucking Chocolate City.
I think I'd like to go.
Let's go to Philly, boys. After I shitted on it, and I get jumped in
Whatever
Philly.
gets you out the house, my man. When
Both
was
of
the
us?
last time you like left your house for like recreation? Wait, you went on a date recently. How was that? With your wife,
I didn't go on the date. I didn't go. We didn't get to go. I didn't. Don't you remember? Both the kids were sick.
They both got sick.
Yeah.
They
Literally
are plotting against you, bro. Ain't
plotting.
no way, boy.
Plotting.
They
Both
are
of them.
plotting on you, my G.
Jackson got the double ear infection, and she had a fever, like the entire day. So I was like trying, and then like Joni gave me a look like, "Don't ask, like don't do that." Like I was like, "You but You sure? Like, I got to know. So we're gonna try again. The kid's been sick like consistently, pretty much. Like these last few days have been the first time that they've both been like not runny noses and gross, and they're having fun outside, enjoying that sun. So yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, it's a good time. The kid loves being outside, which is awesome. And like we got the backyard where like there's nobody there, so he just does whatever he wants. He literally just does
Nobody
like
there.
anything.
Just bears, just massive black bears.
They don't come
That's
out like at 1:00 in the afternoon. Not all the time. Sometimes, but
In the spring, they do. In the spring, they're just waking up.
out at night.
bro, I'm gonna
Bears
tell you,
out at night.
it's mostly like August. They start like really acting up. They really act up a fool. Like it's terrible. I have an ongoing war with the bears in the community. They keep destroying my trash can. I have tried everything you can imagine, every trick. I like short of basically bolting it into like, you know,
I want no smoke with a bear. Bro.
yeah. I've yelled at bears. I've ran at bears. I'm crazy. And I'm gonna get murdered by a bear or I have a stroke. That's how I'm gonna go out.
Damn.
Yeah, one of the
Now,
two.
what if that bear was the Pokemon Ursaring? They would kill you in groups. Ursaring rides as a pack for some reason.
You also got Ursaluna now. And I don't know. I feel like I would tame it. If I could capture it in a fucking Pokeball, I think I'd be good.
Really?
Bro, I'm just saying, it's a different world. We're not talking. I can't catch a bear. Can I? Well, I can, right? Maybe I should catch a bear. That's this summer's project. I'm gonna capture a bear and I'm gonna train it to be my friend.
Are you capturing it like what are you using? Ropes, steel chains? Are you
I'm
knocking
not
it
gonna be
out first?
cruel.
Walk me through it.
Not gonna be cruel, but I'm definitely gonna have to figure out some way to subdue it, and then essentially. Dark gun. That does sound good, and it sounds fun. But like a little, I don't know. I feel terrible, like plotting against a bear now. Damn.
What happened? You were supposed to be fucking Giovanni 20 minutes ago. Now you're like, I'm terrible. I can't
shit.
capture a bear.
Crazy.
I know,
That's
bro. I just felt bad
crazy.
because like this is reality. I gotta like have to come to terms. Like the Pokemon will survive. It's okay. They'll get another trainer. Life is good for them. Listen, that's how we find out in every Pokemon episode that, you know, there's a bad trainer, then they find a good trainer, and then all of a sudden everything's good. I don't even know how Pokemon die, honestly. They don't even come to grips with that shit.
Right.
Yeah, how many
If a
Pokemon
Pokemon
died in the
died, they would
series?
take the license away.
Yeah, they Raticate died. But
Damn.
yeah, R.I.P. Raticate.
I mean, he's a rat. So fuck it.
Yeah. Fuck him. I don't like rats, bro. Not that
They're
big,
very
bro.
loyal.
Not that big.
They're very loyal.
Fuck that.
Rats are good.
That shit's scary. Nah, bro. I'm a
There
pussy.
was
They're too small though.
what the fuck was I watching? I was watching something where they were like talking about like things that they tried to domesticate and failed, and like I feel like zebra, were more present in like Africa before horses. So people tried to domesticate zebra and it was not working out. I wish we had a blooper reel for that.
We should do that more. But like,
Getting thrown off a zebra, nigga trying to sit on.
what would you do? Like, if like, what if you had a zebra? Like, I would flex that every day. But yeah, this is my boy Zachariah, the zebra.
I wouldn't tell nobody.
You wouldn't tell nobody? I would be on my zebra eating a zebra cake in a zebra suit.
I would just back that shit out on a cool Sunday.
Ooh,
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro.
Fast.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. If somebody gave me a zebra, I'm gonna eat that shit, bro. That's a meat for like 2 years.
Oh my god! Already?
That's mad protein, bro. For like 2 years in a big freezer. Hell yeah.
This is obviously the Pokemon episode because there's a Pokemon entry with Farfetch'd who gets cooked with his leek. So you would be the monster that's cooking that poor fucking Pokemon with his own leek. I don't believe you.
Expensive. Expensive, dog. Protein specifically is expensive.
Oh god,
You're right.
the shortage, bro. And that brings me to something I just heard today, and it's the most first world problem I've ever heard. There was an NPR episode about ski resorts. Will they be around in the next few years? First off,
What?
like okay, like really it was like about Aspen, and it's like the only ski community that has like actively tried to offset what they use. They have their own power plant. They're like completely on renewables, and because what's happening is what's being affected is climate change is actually effectively shortening their season. So they used to have all of March, and now they have 30 days less since 1983 or something like that. So
Wow.
them losing the time period of people being able to ski, first world problem, right? But then I lived in a ski community, and at the point, Justin, you've come by, and that place. What's interesting about places like that is that community explodes during the season, right? And then people leave, and it's the people who have to work all year round, and how like the town can kind of die down completely. Like things can get really dark for a town, and if it's relying solely on a
slow season.
yeah, you're solely relying on your tourists and stuff like that. So apparently Aspen has the same kind of issue, because people have to commute in because they can't afford any homes in Aspen, and it's all these homes that are like multi-million mansions that are empty like 6 months, 9 months out of the year. So it's one thing, but I don't know how I got onto that, and I'm glad I learned something, and now you learned something.
Are you really glad you learned? Are you mourning for the ski community right now? Are you selling your
I'll mourn for workers. I'm always going to mourn for workers, especially when their job is at risk because of the greed of corporations. Because we talked about like this on the chat also, like what we would want to eliminate, and like you brought the good point of
that's
you don't think greed.
Like, a lot of ski resorts employ like niggas who own ski resorts employ their nephews. Like
No.
It's not
lots of people. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Like most ski communities are literally just people believe like just right like sometimes at the poverty line. They're $10 an hour, $12 an hour. Maybe they get
renting out skis,
like they're not like fixing stuff, like maintaining snow. That is not a ski resort owner's like nephew. They don't like maybe they're on the board, maybe they're doing something that has nothing to do with the actual maintenance of a fucking ski resort, because
that's the towny people.
Yeah, bro. It's the folks that are down bad most of the year, really, and they get this burst of work, which helps them out. But it's like unsustainable. So like that's where I go. Like they turned a piece that sounded like a very first world problem into something like a kind of like a care piece. Realizing that there's still a community that gets affected if climate change doesn't get addressed, and it does, and this is the only community that's trying to address itself. So that's what's like that's why I found it
what
cool.
a ridiculous reach. Like the people who work at ski resorts will be in danger of if climate change increases. Yeah, so
30 days 30 days less. Right. Yeah, but you're talking about people whose jobs are being affected immediately, right? Like I'm it's again, they're not the only people that are being affected by it, but it's the fact that there's ripple effect in like all of it, because that happens, like every community will feel a different like impact on it, whether it's the music community, having to change the way they do community do their own things, or it's any space where people are creating that it changes, or any place that people become use it for recreation, or people just want to work, bro. Like there's nothing. Like there's housekeepers. That's not a fucking like that's really like, I'm not even shitting you. Airbnbs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That's exactly the town that it was in. It would explode with multimillionaires, and people have their, amazing properties, and they're there for like 2-3 months, and then they go away, and the whole community just shuts down. They don't know how to deal with it, even that they've been doing it for all their lives, because there's always an influx of people who are either they're there because they can't afford much else, and they also have to work there because there's nothing close to it, right? There's no other opportunity.
They better pick up their fucking bootstraps before the sun melts the boots.
Okay, Kim Kardashian. All right, chill out. All right, chill the fuck out, bro.
I mean, yeah. You know what? Maybe that will be enough to eventually tip it so that certain corporations who own the government will be like, okay, we got to start addressing climate change because it's now fucking up the money. Because it is. Maybe this will be that.
It has to be that, right? Because I think that's
But,
the only
like-
motivator at the end of the day. Even if
right,
they're,
but I don't even got money like to ski, so like I could not.
you could definitely ski.
Bruh, the
I
niggas
got
who make the
I
politicians
Like
who have
$30?
this legislation.
I got money to ski. I have money to ski. I definitely have money to
It's
go like ski.
bro, it's like $60. Like you good? Like, we good? We got this.
The niggas who make
Nah, I'm trying to
legislation
do some
for
other
for climate change are not going to Aspen. They're going to literally Switzerland. So I don't think they give a shit about this NPR fucking article.
So,
Well-
like again, like the thing is, that's the problem, right? So now they're adding more into those emissions because they're saying, okay, well, since we can't vacation here anymore, we're gonna go to Switzerland on our private jet, ha! Because there is a sect of the population that's never gonna give a fuck, like you and people who are the ultra rich, you know?
Right.
Like, but
Right.
like I'll always see that. I don't give a shit about that community. I don't give a fuck what happens to them. I have like, I literally, if like all the
They're
workers,
probably racist.
if they are, if they, or like, you know, the kind of people who just like BLM, but like, you know, grip their purse, like,
You're talking about the ops.
yeah,
anyway.
the ops, I feel it would be sick if the workers just like revolted and then ate them. Because if we're talking about protein, tying in, circling back, bro, that's a free source. And guess what? Only certain people go completely crazy. So I don't know. Maybe that's a risk that we all take. We just eat rich.
Yeah, I mean we should, but that wouldn't be good for the culture. I was reading this thing. Remember, there was like 100 episodes ago where I said something about I heard this theory that basically like what we know as white people today, they're like that because of like where they come from in like when they're in their caveman days, they basically had to like eat each other and kill each other because it was like savage. That's you know, kind of like up for debate. But I heard something way more recently that sounded basically way more sense. It was like, so you have these colonizers, right? And it's like they weren't colonizers when they were doing that shit. They were heroes. They were murderers
Right.
and serial killers, but they were heroes. And then they came back home or like brought their women over, and the women were like, yo, I'm gonna fuck this guy who ate 600 Native Americans because he's the man. And then he births a killer who then goes on to be another killer in Spain or whatever. And then like you do that hundreds of times, and then like that wasn't that long ago in human history that you can like
Right.
that you are like
Right.
birthing.
Let's
and actually, I heard
Listen.
that the two largest concentrations of serial killers in the world are here and Europe, and we in America.
I literally think we have 67.
Of all,
Wow.
Yeah, 67.9% of all serial
You
killers.
have
So there's something to
right.
that. So these motherfuckers are gonna eat us way quicker than we're gonna eat them. The rich probably already eat people. I feel like there's no way they were fucking.
There's definitely someone hunting for sport. Yeah, someone
on-
hunting for
on-
sport and enjoying liver, like, and just going.
I feel like there was way more killing of humans for fun than there was fucking, because they did that during slavery. We don't talk about that enough.
OD.
You
Like,
know,
a lot of slavery
Johnson.
It
They
wasn't
don't know.
slavery.
They don't know.
It wasn't labor. Like they were killing slaves, beating them,
Yeah.
like ripping out their organs. And it's crazy because like slavery was your bottom line. Like that was your business.
Right.
And niggas would just rape slaves, rape boys, rape girls, make them rape each other, cut their heads off,
Yep.
play with their bones. There's so many stories like that. And it could be like, damn, this nigga was really like farming my land, but my wife wanted that plaything, so she raped him and ate his dick. Or I ate his dick so I could fuck like him. Like that's a real thing that happened. So yeah, these rich people are definitely gonna eat us first. I think. What's the nigga with the island? It's not Bezos. The nigga who hung himself.
Virgin Island, dude. Oh, are you talking about the McAfee dude, David McAfee or whatever his name is?
The nigga with the Netflix documentary.
Yeah, a
Had the Sex
McAfee.
Island. No, not him.
Oh, you're talking
Epstein.
about Ghislaine Maxwell's.
Yeah, Epstein. Yeah, I don't think Epstein was probably doing
yes.
as much fucking on that island as they say. I think
Say Ghislaine.
There's no way. Because I'm gonna say this: if I had a whole island and I could do whatever I wanted, I think it would occur to me to eat a person before it would occur to fuck a person.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Sasha.
I would feel a lot better if this whole thing was about people being eaten. And is that weird?
Sasha, say Ghislaine.
Anyway,
Ghislaine.
Thank you. That's fair. Listen, Ghislaine.
I heard she got convicted and like she exposed 87 people and none of them have been arrested and the names haven't been like leaked out yet.
Yeah, it's probably because it's everyone
that
that's
was
being
TikTok,
accused.
though, so I have no idea.
It's probably the same people who arrested her. Dun dun dun. Like secret. I'm gonna be murdered tomorrow. See ya. No, I'm gonna suspiciously get murdered by a deer. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna have its hooves around my neck. Look at me. This is another circle back episode. I'm going back and forth, bro. I'm referencing the beginning of the episode because we want you to listen and we want you to engage. Get in with us. Comment. Subscribe. Remember, hit that bell for notifications. Did I just throw it in the middle? Yes, I did. No, it's not really the middle. It's way late. 3/4. You are definitely not listening this long but some of you surprised me. So chime in. Let us know.
Speaking of the bell for notifications and whatnot, have any of y'all ever actually listened to like fresh and fit shit? Like, have y'all ever like sat?
Oh my god!
I didn't even know about it.
So I have not, but my friend. Actually, I was on her podcast recently, Blacksplaining Podcast. I was a guest on there again. Go check me out there at Blacksplaining. But she was telling me like off pod that she like actually listens to it. And I was just like, do they really like shit on bitches the whole time? They really do. Like, it's not just a viral
It's
clip.
the whole thing.
Know, like,
right.
What is that personality about? Also, you know what's crazy? He was on the main guy who sucks. The brownish one. He was on Flagrant 2 with Andrew Schultz like a few months ago when like his shit was like when they were doing their apology tour. And at the very end of the interview, he let it slip that he was married once and then wouldn't explain, like would give no context. So this nigga used to be in love. Also used to be a cop. He was like an FBI agent or something.
What? Please don't say that. That's disgusting, bro. He definitely
FBI
got hurt.
Or CIA or federal. Like he was a very high up in law.
So you think like because I wish ill on this man. This is where my brain goes. He was in the FBI or some kind of organization. Rubbed the wrong person. It was a Sicario. Like went after a hitman, and instead of killing him, he cuckolded him. So he fucked his wife right in front of him, and he completely emasculated him, bro. Yeah. I'm getting more. We're going deeper. He takes his service weapon and points it at his wife's head, and she's enjoying it. I hate you, dude. You suck. That is the most press I'll give you.
That's actually like the best like origin story that could have happened. Like he definitely walked on his wife getting fucked by a mark, and then the wife like like he couldn't even take him out.
Yeah, that'll do it. That has to be it. Some of these men hate women so much. It is astounding.
Yeah,
it's astounding.
Why
do you hate women so much?
Why?
Like
just it's like
I think
don't you have people you love?
They feel like people owe them something. Those people being women, like I'm good. I'm worth it.
There was a take on another podcast
all over them.
That basically like the take on the other podcast was like basically like these podcasts, these like manosphere shits. They hate men actually. They hate men. They are all these things to cut off your feelings so that you are cut off your feelings and go to the gym and make money so that you can be the best version of yourself for women you despise.
I mean, literally, this is how there's like YouTube channels on like these pickup artists and guys who use degrading tactics to get women. And it's one of the most odd things because like there's like a deep level of insecurity that exists, but they think that this might be the bait, right? Like you're gonna expose their insecurity and they're gonna know that they need you, right? Like somehow it's a really flawed mentality. Like you. And it's because you don't see value in yourself because you're going to like, if you don't see value in yourself, why would you inherently see any value in anyone else? Right. That's how people treat suicidal people. Right. If you have someone in an active suicide situation, you have to treat them like they're a danger to themselves and everyone else. So that's what that guy was displaying. That's why I find it abhorrent, and that's why I don't understand that kind of mentality. To shit, like literally, and we didn't say what the clip was, but essentially, this guy said that if his girlfriend had an IG or his partner or person who he's with, that would be considered cheating. That's the same mentality as, and I don't know if you remember this, Sasha, or maybe you, Joey. But when you were a kid and maybe younger, and like guys would get like insecure about their girlfriend wearing like a mini skirt or something like that, or like, you know, even like a dress above the knee, you know, or anything that like it is revealing.
Yeah.
You know, so there's still men that get very insecure about that, but it was like part of the culture to kind of be, you know, that kind of weird and toxic about it. And it's. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like the possessiveness has to be something that you experience, but not something that you have to like live in, you know?
It's because they're scared.
I'll say this. As a brawlic nigga who loves to fight, I love when I'm out with a girl in a slutty ass outfit and niggas look at her and then look at me and then look away. Like, damn, you wasn't even like, I know you want a second look at this bitch, but you so scared of me that you're not even gonna risk it. Love that shit.
Listen,
I am that man.
Sound crazy.
Yeah. You sound crazy. Yeah. Oh God! What the? You sounded like a dying crow. Oh my God!
I am that man.
Black crows.
Dude, but I'm also afraid of my wife
counting crows,
seeing and trying not to get caught by her seeing me.
I feel like your wife.
Woman.
I feel like your wife gives me.
Like, fuck.
Your wife gives me like, oh, look at that fat ass, Joey vibes. Like, I feel like she would look with you.
Joni looks with me.
That's inaccurate.
Blessed.
I feel like you said that once. Maybe I just made that up.
You made that up.
Blessed. It is. Listen, man. There's nothing to be like. So what? It's closed. Like, chill out. Like, you know, that's what it is at the end of the day. And like, you don't own her space. Like, you can definitely like maybe express concern. You know, if she's like, you know, walking around with pasties and, you know, titty dropping herself on people. Like, maybe you could be like, baby, don't do that. Like,
baby,
like you know,
maybe don't put your sweaty breast on this stranger.
Please don't do that. Can we not wipe our breast on the counter, the glass counter? You leave a streak like a slug. Please don't do that. Like, yeah, sure. Maybe that's a concern.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like,
ooh,
my wife is mad hot.
Okay.
So, not that like I enjoy it, but it's kind of funny. Like, I kind of like when people check my wife out.
Yeah, no, it's fun, man.
She met me at my job in the city, and it was like a really nice day out. So we were like taking a walk through the city, and we passed this group of guys. Right, it was like three dudes, and like I timed it perfectly. Like, I knew exactly when they were gonna turn around, because my wife was wearing like a crop top, like a crop tank top,
rocking it. That's what she was doing.
And then she had, you know, the black leggings, and then she had the little dad hat and her big, like,
I gotta say,
I think she would have had her curls out at the time. It's possible her hair could she would have had the curls out or some shit like that. She was looking fire.
Yeah,
I remember this day. And I timed it. I was like, I took a certain number of steps. I was like 1, 2, 3, and I turned around, and then I just saw a nigga looking at me. I made straight eye contact.
Wonderful.
It was like you think you made it, and then you turn around and see me,
and
I was like,
safe distance.
I wasn't mad.
Damn.
I was like, yeah, bro.
Wasted.
Dude, let me tell you, I don't.
Wasted.
This is maybe a little misogynistic of me, but do you know what it feels like when you're walking around with two hot girls, even if you're not fucking them? Just like nigga, because every nigga looks at you like, what does he have?
It's fun.
And he's next to these two bad bitches.
Yeah,
I remember
they smell nice. They look great.
Bro.
They're commanding presence. Damn, bro.
There was a girl in my old neighborhood, and this girl, like, I'm telling you, we are 18 years old. This girl looked like a fucking porn star, bro. She was like this white, literally like just straight, full on bimbo status, like big crazy titties, fat ass, tiny waist, always in a fucking crop top. And this is like 2005. And like, you know, the bleach blonde hair, white girl, fake tan. And she had like a, I don't remember if it was like a sister or a friend, but like they were like less thick, but had a similar aesthetic. And bro, like niggas would fucking almost crash their car every time I was with this girl. Like I wasn't fucking her or anything. She was just my friend. She wasn't my friend. She was like my friend's friend. But
That's
like
good shit, bro.
we would like, like
Bro.
son, I would like my no pussy getting
Name out
ass.
there.
I loved like when she was like, "Oh, I want to go to the store." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll walk with you."
You
I
ever
felt
get
like the
applauded?
man.
You ever get
get
applauded
attention,
by
that's good.
another male because of the woman you're with? That is the most. Listen, bro. Top 10 feelings. That's number 2 after my kids being born. Okay. When somebody goes, "Damn, boy," from a car, like with lift, and this is like 2009, maybe 10. So they got like 24-inch rims on this SUV, bumping like Paul Walter, probably.
Wow.
Paul Wall, pardon, not Paul Walter. Paul Wall, maybe. With Paul Walter. That's who's that? That's gotta be
That's so funny.
that would that be like a
the
mix?
corporate version, the corporate version of Paul Wall.
No. Paul Walter is definitely his full name. Like that's we're figuring this out. But I just imagined.
I took an L on the baddie the other day. So, all right, at the bar I work at, there's this nigga who works there, and he's always got like the Pooh Shiesty mask on, and he's like 6'7". So,
Okay.
like,
Oh my god.
bitches are
that's
like,
not
because
good.
he's so tall. He's like, he's already like super charismatic, but because he's so tall, bitches want to know what he looks like under the Pooh Shiesty, so that's always in.
Right.
So like he's in
Damn.
the club, and he's every time I look, this man's talking to another girl. So I'm at my post, right, and this girl walks past me, stupendously thick, light skin, just oh my gosh, I'd be like 210 pounds and like 5'9". Like she was just so thick and like this thick, bottle shaped, big titty fat ass. And I'm like, I'm at work, so I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna take the look in as she's walking past me and not look again,
And
right?
that's it.
So I'm just looking forward, babysitting these niggas in the club. And then the Pooh Shiesty nigga comes up and he grabs me and like makes us hug. And I'm like feeling real awkward. I'm like, why are you doing this? Blah, blah. And I was like,
I hate shit like
he's
that.
like, y'all should introduce yourselves. Y'all should talk. Y'all should have a conversation. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just whatever. And like, I just got so weird because I was like, why is this nigga grabbing this bitch? So anyway, like she's awkward. I'm awkward. She like goes back to what she's doing. I go back to what I'm doing. And then later when the club closes, he was like, nigga, I watched her stare at you for like 8 minutes straight up and down. And I was like, I gotta make this connection. And I was like, damn it. I fucking missed my shot. I didn't know she was looking at me.
How did you miss that? That was a
Because
direct signal.
Because you didn't.
But the boy was giving you the signal.
I didn't take the second look. He wasn't. He could have said like, because you know what it was. He was like gesturing something to me, but I didn't know what the fuck it meant.
As a professional wingman, that was the move. As a I'm a retired.
Being creepy.
You know who I am?
Creepy, so I didn't do nothing. But I was like, oh, this nigga was trying to put me on. I was sick. Because you know what was weird? You know what's weird?
We made eye contact.
But you know what's weird though?
Taking a second look. What?
I should have picked it up because like when he like forced us to hug together, he didn't do it that hard. Like she grabbed me, and I was like, oh, I thought it was just going with the flow, but like, nah, she was trying to touch the kid. God damn! But I've never talked to the club.
Okay, she's gonna be back at the club because we're gonna manifest this. But I want you to know. I want you to know.
Right.
I want you to know. As a professional wingman, retired, the Wayne Gretzky of wingmen, the Brett Favre of wingmen, the Tom Brady of wingmen. Let's be real.
You're saying a lot.
I'm chatting for myself, okay? I'm defending myself because I know how to direct that kind of move. And he gave you a raw move, albeit was it uncouth? Sure. But he gave you a direct link. Like he literally made you touch. Like he knew, he saw something you didn't. And you did. You know what? You're a security team. You're a team first. And you didn't take a cue. You didn't take a cue.
Bro, you know what's funny?
Yeah, he's security. They're both security.
You know what's funny though? Like in real life, like if I see a girl, like if I'm like just like walking to the coffee shop down the street, right? And I see a girl that like because I know who's attracted to me for the most part. Like I know what type of girl is into me. So if I see a woman and like she don't look at me, I'm like, that's crazy. Why didn't she check me out? I know I'm her type. But at work, bro, girls come up to me all the time, and I'm always oblivious. Because like, okay, I'm not gonna say all the time. That sounds crazy, but like, I would say like maybe twice every time I work, a girl's talking to me, and I'm so oblivious because I'm like, oh, I'm at work, and you're probably drunk, so you're not hitting on me. But like, there's been a couple. Like there was one time where a girl, she
Even
came
if
to my
they're drunk,
job.
they're hitting on you. Like,
No, here's the thing. The
like
only
it's
time
part of it.
the only time a woman came to my job and was like all right, here's how it is, right? This one girl, I
Unshackle
see her at the
yourself from
bar.
misogyny and let the
Let
woman
me tell
hit on you when she's drunk. Piece of
Let me tell
shit.
you how oblivious. Let me tell you how oblivious I am at work. So I'm at work. I see this girl in on Halloween, and she looks fine as fuck. Like she's just
Oh my
exactly
god.
my type.
Mhm.
And I see her, and I'm like, damn, she's fine. I've never seen her in here before. Whatever. Thought goes away. Then she starts talking to me. I'm like, okay, cool. Like she's just being friendly. Like, cause you know, there's a lot of like I'm still like the new guy to people who haven't like been out all winter. So like the regulars like always introduce themselves. So like, all right, she's just introducing herself, whatever. Then she talks to me again, and she's like hanging out with me for like, I don't know, like 20 minutes straight, and all her friends are there. So I'm like, why is this girl like hanging out with me? Whatever. Anyway, leave the club, come back like 2 weeks later for work. She's there, and she hung out with me all night and bought me food and bought me drinks, and the whole time I'm like oblivious. I'm oblivious.
No,
I'm
you,
thinking she's
you,
just
you
friendly.
There's no way you were
you're
that
bullshitting, bro.
oblivious,
You're so
I was
bullshit.
very oblivious, bro. It's friendly in the Midwest, so niggas like will do some shit like that every now and again.
As a friend, you are a horny motherfucker. I know you know when shit is
You know
being
what it is,
thrown at
though?
you.
And
Like
I've said this
literally,
before. In the club, my sex drive is off because it's okay. So like, I'm around drunk people
Kudos.
when I'm sober. I'm around weird niggas who are being creeps. Bro, the amount of time, every time I'm at work, there's always a nigga who stands directly next to me with a drink in his hand, looking at the same bitches. And I'm like, bro, you paid a cover to be in here and you standing next to the nigga getting paid. That's fucking weird. So like,
yeah,
and
I'm
then
not doing that.
and then on
I'm
top
not
of that,
doing
I
that
see these,
ever.
some of these women, yo, nigga, these creep niggas will buy women drinks by the gallon. And these bitches will be drunk, acting stupid, and I'm just not horny. And on top of that, I'm actually working. Like I'm actually having to keep an eye on these people. And niggas do Detroit do not listen. So I
But you
like, yo,
can't
stop
take
smoking,
something
stop
that
vaping, stop doing this,
oblivious.
stop doing that. Put your shoes on. Like when you have to tell a grown
Put your
person, like
shoes
you
on.
can't. Bro, no, there was this bitch in there the other day. She was drunk as shit, and her heel like snapped. And I'm like, all right, whatever. The heel snapped, and like she keeps like fumbling over, but I'm like, I'm just letting the bitch break her ankle. Like I don't even care. But like. But she took her shoes off, and I'm like, yo, Ma, you cannot be in here bare fucking foot. And then like for an hour, this bitch is like exchanging shoes with her friends because I guess her shit snapped because it didn't fit. So she was trying to see who in her friend group had a better fitting fucking shoe, and she kept being barefoot on the floor. And I'm like, at this point,
Honey,
you should just go to fuck home. Go get some
go
sneakers and come
outside.
back at least.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Uber to
Is
some
like go
uptowns.
figure it out. Yo, you don't even gotta. You can legit like Instacart something like to your location. You raggedy ass
some
hoe.
banana peels and some shit. But like for me, it's like when I see behavior like that, my brain is not horny at all. I'm not thinking about sex or hitting on girls because I'm like, I'm seeing the worst human beings possible as they are fucked up.
I cannot believe. Okay, I can. I understand. I have a different line of work, so I see a different side of people. So like at my job, if someone talks to you for like 15 seconds extra, you're like, yo, what's your motives?
Yo, can I ask you about that, bro?
Or
because I always wonder that when I'm in like Target, because Target, I feel like I don't know if Target employees are just friendly or whatever, but like
no, they're not.
Whenever I'm at like a grocery store,
not at all.
You work with
we just dispelled that for you.
Yeah,
but like if they talk to you for a long time, are they trying to get the boy? Are they trying to get the kid? Because like whenever I get a cashier, because like sometimes like they'll try to like really squeeze some conversation in when I bought 3 things.
Yeah, they're trying to get you, bro. Right. What are you? Are you that dense, bro? That's mad. That's mad obvious. Regular people don't want to talk.
At very least, you have to at least look at them in a sense of this person might like me, because they want to talk to me, because it's really like
they like your style.
Money, change. Have a good one.
Yeah,
money, change.
That's it, bro.
One. There's like no reason,
As a person
at Trader Joe's, Now we're a little of a friendlier store, so there's like we're a little nicer. We'll have like more banter and stuff like that. However, if you only bought 3 things, if you don't have a lot, and they're kind of making it take longer than it needs to, or trying to keep you
You're
there,
kind of an asshole.
that's definitely
There's only 3 times I was ever 100% positive a cashier was trying to bag me. Twice was like hood rat white
they
girls
ask
in
you.
Allentown, and I'm like, they're asking
Ooh.
about my tattoos and
Ooh.
being like blatantly, obviously ratchet flirty.
Right.
And
Easy,
one other
yeah.
time at Target, and this wasn't like a ratchet white girl, it was like a regular white girl. She was like a
You get a
ginger,
lot of
she was
play
like-
at Target. Like, what are you, like a Red Clark Club member or something? Like,
I mean, I was before I got Amazon Prime. Now I haven't stepped foot at Target in months. But, I remember one time I'm at Target, and like there's a line. So there's this little like this baddie like redhead white girl, and I'm on the line. There's like 4 people. This bitch don't talk to not one of them. And then she made a comment when I got there. She made a comment about every single item. Like, oh my god, I can't believe this pillow's so expensive. Do you have neck problems? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, those are the only 3 times I'm 100% sure a cashier was hitting on me. But there's times where I see like a baddie cashier that I know is like, oh, I've seen you around. I know you go to the college up the streets. Like, what can I do to say to you? And then like, I'm like, let me not bother this bitch at work. But I've always wondered.
Yeah.
See, okay. Ultimately, that's a good rule of thumb. I don't
bother
let her
nobody
work.
at work.
Let her
that's
work.
the thing too. Like, if I'm at work, I don't think anybody's trying to bother me. Like, there was this dark skinned girl there last time I was there, and she was like really like she was being weird. She was like acting like a damsel of distress because she was trying to go out a different entrance because we were closing and there was like a back entrance, and she's like, "Can I just go out that way, please? Like, can you protect me?" And I'm like, "Are you hitting on me, or are you just drunk and annoying? I don't really know, but I wish she was hitting on me. She was, God, she was so pretty, little black Barbie."
I think we need to establish something. Right. You at the club doing security, I think it's fair to assume any woman who talks to you for more than like 6 seconds is with the shits. Because look, people are going out.
Nobody's talking to the
wanna
bouncer
dance.
like that, bro.
Right. And I'm not saying, I'm like, for the audience, I'm not saying that is consent to a man. Like that, absolutely not. We're not saying that. I'm saying I think it's safe to assume that they might be interested, because that's just like the environment you're in. People go out, they want to dance, and some of those people have boyfriends and girlfriends, and their friends don't, and they want what they have, and they're kind of horny, and they're drinking, and they see you. Oh yeah, what?
Chocolate statue? Chocolate statue?
To talk to you, bro.
You know what's funny though? I'm way more aware that you want to fuck me when you don't say anything. Like there was one girl who like, and so as a security guard, one of my favorite things is to watch people get more progressively drunk. So like you come in, people are on their phones,
Right.
They're just kind of quiet, sipping, and then like they start twerking, whatever. And there was this one girl there last week, and she wasn't cute, but like she like made eye contact with me for like a second when she got in, and I was like, why was that? Like, why did you look away so fast? You were nervous. You definitely like me. So then she starts drinking and she starts looking at me more and more. And like, I can tell she keeps looking at me. And then she starts twerking with her friends, and that shit moving crazy. And I'm like, oh, that shit moving crazy. And then she saw me see and it moved crazy. Because she had like a denim skirt on, so I didn't know. But then she started twerking. I was like, oh, that's some movement. That's some moving ass denim right there. And then she went out to smoke a cigarette.
Thing is thangin'.
Right.
That thing was thangin'. And then she like went out to like smoke a vape or whatever. And she came back in and she just stands in front of me and she goes, "Hi." I'm like, "Hi."
Oh wow, I love this voice.
You can tell like in that moment
I love
she
this
wanted
voice.
to say something, but I was like, I'm working. I don't really fuck with this. And you got a weird fit on, aka denim skirt. We just talked about
that is a weird
skirt.
fit, but I feel like there's
That's fair, bro.
that's a big red flag, bro. That's a big red flag. You know what? I think realize like looking back at the tapes, that is a fucked up move. The denim skirt is it's kind of crazy. Because looking back at the tapes is definitely a wild move. We're gonna throw a red flag on that. She's gonna get a penalty. Definitely.
The say, the more I know. Like, just if you want to bag me at the club, just make mad eye contact with me and then give me your number. Just give me your Instagram. Like, let's not have a conversation while I'm at work.
I got thrown off by the thing.
Yeah, I want to explain. I want to explain what
I'm
I
explaining my
forgot you
actions.
said. You said
Ladies and
she
gentlemen.
wasn't cute. You said she wasn't cute, and then you like made eye contact with her. And then
You built it up.
I forgot that you said she wasn't cute, and I imagined somebody who was bad.
Wow.
And then you said, you know, she started to twerk and that thing was stanging. So I
That
imagined
thing
being like, oh, it's fire.
was stanging.
And then you said, but it was like a denim skirt, and I was like, oh yeah, whatever, denim skirt. And then I realized, wait a minute,
Wait a
bitch wearing a denim skirt.
wait a minute,
a
sir.
woman that we don't feel is attractive and is wearing a denim skirt.
That ain't working.
Trying to talk to me,
That ain't
and
working.
she like went to smoke a
That
cigarette.
thing is no longer thanging.
Nah, bro, don't come say hi to me, bro.
I'm not on that time.
I can just tell she wanted me to say something to her so bad.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah, sure.
But like, if
Lots of
she
people
would have
want
came
that.
up to me and started talking to me, I would not have registered at all. If she would have just like came to the door and like, oh, I'm a
Thank
regular.
God.
My name's Kim.
Then again, though,
Then
like,
again.
to also be fair, because I feel terrible for just judging this woman.
I'm not entirely.
Just because of different tastes.
It's comedy.
I'd like to say I can see a feature, one nice feature in
Yes.
someone's face, and fall in love with them.
That's
So,
what makes you
beautiful.
beautiful.
She may be beautiful to me.
She was very
that's what makes you
endearingly
beautiful.
ugly.
She was
Endearingly ugly. Oh my god. Y'all ever had?
Like, she looked
This
like.
is gonna
all right, I'm
sound.
say this.
It was like
She wasn't even ugly. I'm not gonna say she was ugly. You know what she looked like? She looked like the a walkie from Star Wars, them cute little shits, Ewoks.
Okay.
She looked like that.
The Ewoks.
But, like,
Okay.
not hairy.
Can I say something? And it's the most
A
toxic thing
non-hairy
I can
Ewok?
say. It's the most. I'm gonna air out, and we're gonna end out on the most toxic thing I can say. Nah, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna hold back.
I just Google search non-hairy. Oh my fucking god!
Non-hairy Ewoks.
Oh hell no!
Listen,
Fuck out of here.
there are ugly people for a reason. Listen,
I'm sorry.
we exist. It's okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that is rough, bro. I don't know.
I feel bad.
Are you actually googling hairless Ewok right now?
I did.
He did.
I have to see that.
I did it.
Of course,
I want
there's
to see how
content on
gross
that.
that looks to her.
Yeah, it happened. It already happened.
Hairless Ewok.
I want you to look up hairless Ewok listeners, because if you're at this point, you're off the rails with us. You understand that life means nothing. The world means nothing.
I mean, that's pretty close.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Okay. Damn. There's someone for someone.
I'll say this: if she had leggings instead of the denim skirt, maybe I would have put some
thought in it. Yeah, no. I get like church girl like vibes with denim skirts, because I always remember like the most like religious girls like wearing like long fucking denim skirts for some reason. I don't know why I have that fucking memory, but if you have that memory, shout out to you, because that's weird. Why would you do that? Why did people go for denim skirts? Like there's like you could have just stopped at jeans. Like okay, like it's okay. Like
you know
like
what I think?
There's more fabric out there.
I think when you take the waste of making jeans, because remember, like women weren't wearing like denim skirts until recently. So I think when you take, and jeans are for like actual work, like actual carpentry and shit. So I think when you take the excess of that material and you make skirts, they're like, oh, this is basically, we're gonna make this cheap shit because it's technically the garbage of jeans. So you get that.
Half of them are already there. All they got is cement. All they got to do is the what cheap.
They're halfway there.
Bro, what are you talking about? They like button it up and like they do like all kinds of they just cement. You're good. Like you don't need all it.
Hey man,
bro.
I want to say this. When I was in high school, loved me a denim skirt.
A short denim skirt though.
From the years 2004 to 2008. So in that time period,
a lot of denim skirt.
A girl my age wearing a denim skirt, I was with it. I was into that.
You know, thinking about weird teenage things. Y'all remember, Sasha? Because we're just a little older. You remember when girls would purposely show their thongs? That was a vibe. Gonna say
the Mandy from Degrassi.
It was a vibe. It was a vibe.
It was a vibe, bro.
You know what was the ultimate though? And this could be the hood rat nigga in me, but The jersey dress, bro.
Woo! No, you're right. You remember? Oh, I'll go one beyond. You remember the bandana dress?
Oh, no, the
Nah, we
bandana
didn't do
top.
that at my school.
Ooh,
I remember the bandana top. When they just made a
couldn't do
bandana
that
as
at
their
my school,
top,
bro.
that shit was.
there was
Oh
girls
my
who could do it
God.
as a dress also. Like I knew there was like very creative women that I knew.
Jersey dress, undefeated.
Undefeated with kicks on,
It's
bro.
like-
It's
It was
just
like
a
the sundress,
Mm.
the sundress for kids in that.
the
time.
Sundance for kids.
But like you said, but hood rat shit because it was the hood rat. Shit,
What the
Jersey
fuck did you just say?
Damn, that
A
kind of makes me
sundress
want to
for
go.
kids.
Kind of makes me want to like go like jerk off to like an old like 2000 something's rap video like
Lil Ma,
uncut.
just
It's
like just
getting
show-
hot in here, so take
just-
off all your
Damn,
clothes.
you ever see the uncut version of that video?
Oh, that shit is
I'm
hot.
gonna
Like,
beat
listen,
off to it after the recording.
yo,
Yeah,
that
let's go.
was my sexual awakening, and one time realizing that I was very attracted to the entire Nelly video. I was like, whoa, there's an uncensored version. That shit was live, bro.
That changed everything.
Is that on Pornhub?
I don't know, bro, but I have
You could
vivid
probably
memories.
just Google it and you'll find
Uncensored
it
version of God.
You used to have to stay up till 3 a.m.
Yo, you know the struggle.
I had the napkins ready.
The napkins, bro.
I even had.
You remember the Spice Channel and not being able to get it, so it would just warble out. I don't know how we all have that shared experience, but it's wild because I used to remember
Yo.
spanking it to like the moments between the garble
Nah,
and just be like,
wait,
ah.
Christian, wait. We should close out because this is like
getting-
the Patreon level.
This is
content that
this
we're
is
doing
good.
now.
This is
Like,
good content.
Nah, we should close out. We can't give them this yet. You know,
You can't
hold
give
on.
it to for
Yeah,
free.
we gonna come
You're
back.
right, bro.
Yeah, not for free. Nah,
Nah.
like we should close out, and they're gonna catch us next episode.
You're right.
Are we?
Thank you,
Are
King.
we announcing?
Yeah, let's announce
any
it.
Schedule changes yet?
Let's announce it.
Yeah, schedule change coming soon because your boy got a big boy job. Shout out to me. Maybe it's a fake, who knows? But yeah, we're gonna start dropping one episode a week. But that one episode will be about an hour and a half long. We've realized we got more to talk about to jam in. We're gonna give you better content, better stuff.
As you
We're gonna-
just saw.
Yeah, we can give it
Exactly.
to you.
An hour and
We can give it to
16,
you.
know?
We can give it to you. We can give it to you if you want it.
We want to give it to you if you want it.
So what is like
Consent
so
is
are we recording
sexy.
on Sunday? Are we recording on Sunday still?
Whatever you guys want.
I know. We'll figure it out.
So yeah, we'll record
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Sunday, and then our first 1 week
Oh,
episode
yeah,
will
yeah,
be
yeah,
recorded
yes.
on Tuesday, April 26th.
So
And
then we'll
drop
be
on
releasing
Thursday,
episode.
April 27th or April
Time
28th.
is just flying.
Yeah.
Time
It's
is
gonna be
just
fun. It's gonna be a way for us to be able to dedicate more stuff to you and focus better on the content that we can. So we're happy for you guys sticking with us all this time. 70 episodes, 77. Lucky 7.
77 episodes.
We're proud of you for sticking with us. You have done so well. You've grown. I have seen you become the person that you are. I'm proud of you. If here's your Colombian dad. I want you to know that it's important to us that that we hear you. It's awesome to interact. Even the messages that we get personally, I appreciate it. Shout out to all of you. Should we do like a running shout out list? Maybe that's a Patreon level thing. Maybe we figure something out. Give us some good ideas, folks. But remember to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, make sure that you're on top of us, and I'll throw it to Sasha.
Yeah, check me out on the Black Splaining podcast.
I thought you were going to say
were just
Black
on-
Planet.
Also on Black Planet at thin.cruel.planet.
Deep cuts.
Cool that planet.
Also find me on Skonex. Find me on Skonex.
Shut up.
Catch me on Live Journal. Zanga Dragon Wolf 7734.
Yo,
Catch me on Angel Fire.
if you know what any of those things are,
God bless you.
we will shout you out.
Yeah, I think you get the first meet shout
Catch
out.
me on
Hit
Vampire
us up.
Freaks.
Comment on the video.
Vampire Freaks. Oh my
Shout out to
god.
Vampire Freaks.
That's another sexual awakening. Wow. Like,
That was
all
a
right.
good time,
Well,
man. But yeah, find me on TikTok at thin.cruel.lips and Instagram at thin.cruel.licks. Check me out on a Blacksplaining podcast and send well wishes for my pussy ass throat. It sounds crazy.
the throat baby is gonna be all right.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Me
for
too,
your
bro.
throat. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Saint Thrilla, and follow 303BAM on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. Subscribe at 303BAM. That's the song you hear in the beginning. And back to you, Christian.
Well, it's been a pleasure. We love you. Bye. Oh, thank you.